Hello everybody. We figure we're going to start off today's live a little bit different. We wanted to show Mary swimming right out of the gate. We're doing a little, Mama got on there first. Hey Mom. Love you. Sound is good. Hello everybody. Everybody can hop on here. We're just going to let Mary swim for a minute. She looks so tiny in there. So what you guys can't see is I'm literally 10 feet behind the swim spot on a 8-foot ladder, which I'll show. And it's, I'm trying to show you some of the depth and the size of this swim spot. Hey, Sue. Donna, what's happening? Everybody let us know where you're watching from, please. Oh, she's taking a break. Hey, wave to everybody. Get back to work. Again? Yes. Well, whose fault is that? Awesome. All right. So we're just going to do this for another... It's only been a minute and a half she's swimming for. She looks so small in there, doesn't she? What's up, everybody? How we doing? Christina, that's the same size as yours. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right. You could stop, Mare. You want to shut those pumps off? Yep. Actually, you know what? Nah, that's okay. You can't reach it. Now I'm going to carefully climb down this ladder. So just to give you an idea here, that's how tall the ladder was. We're trying to give you some depth in the size of this bad boy. It's big. It's big, and this is the 15-footer, and we've got bigger. That's 5 feet tall right there, 5 feet from the floor, 94 inches wide, okay? Now, the other thing that actually I'm going to take a minute to talk about here, the 94 inches is from the widest part of the acrylic to over to the other side, to the widest part of the acrylic. That's the 94, okay? 60 inches tall, 15 feet long. You look absolutely tiny in there from up there. Yep, fix your health, fix yourself, your hair. I know. We got 68 people viewing.
Hi, everybody.
We got our cheat sheet up there next to Rennie. All right. How's the water feel now?
Feels good right now.
All right. So I'm going to get in myself. I'm going to let you hold this.
Sure.
All right. There you go. It's back, so it's facing you.
Hi, everyone. Donna, that's really exciting. You're going to love it.
Oh, it's crazy. Oh, that feels so good.
All right. Flip this. There's Ben getting in the water. Ah.
It really does feel so good. Right now we're 94 degrees.
Yep, 94.
Oh.
Heather, that's awesome. 3 weeks. It's going to go by in a flash.
Or super long.
Oh, awesome, Brian. Have you been swimming every day? Challenger 18. Just got mine yesterday. Can't wait to start using it. Trisha, awesome.
There we go.
We love hearing about how everyone's getting their swim spas.
All right. How do I? Bear with us. We wanted to give you guys something different to look at, so we did that. All right. Let me fix this little tripod.
So everyone's coming on and posting about how they're getting their swim spas, and it's perfect because today we really want to talk about how this year is really a great year to invest in a swim spa. And it's...
You know what?
You know, we get people talking every Facebook Live about how much they're enjoying their swim spas and using them, and we've got lots of people posting or sending us videos and posting on Master Spa's Facebook page and our Instagram page. So if you can go over and like our Instagram page, that would be great. And we just think that they're awesome, and this is a really great year, why not, to invest in this for making your backyard someplace that you enjoy. And you know, we might not be able to travel quite yet. So this would be a great addition to your yard to kind of make a staycation.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So, all right. Let's see.
Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, of course you like them.
Oh. Yes, I do like it.
She gets to use it all the time. It's inside. It's amazing. It's perfect. No, it's a. We are
I
very
really
grateful.
do, yeah.
That ladder is super ugly back there, but we needed it.
Oh yeah, but I really do think that it makes a huge difference when you can swim in the temperature that you like. Because,
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, there were days where it was so cold and I'd have to go to the Y to do my training or go to the public pool, and it was 81 degrees, and it was like a nightmare for me trying to get in.
And 81's not even considered that cold, but
Right,
you know,
for most people, but I'm a wimp, and I like
You're
my
warm-
water
you're
warm.
warm-blooded.
And I like to keep the swim
So-
spot warm, and it really makes a difference in my training.
Missy Fox got mine 15D. Our first night was New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's so great.
Leave jets
Awesome.
open or close them? Jets? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't ever touch them. Do you mean the actual jet itself, Missy? Like you can close it and open it? I guess I can show you. Like this? Do you mean like open and closed? Like that?
When the jets aren't on, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, I never touch them. So
Yeah.
I just leave them open all the time and never touch them. If that's what you're talking about, I'm not sure about that. So if you want to clarify, we can address that for sure. So I feel like the thing's weird today. What do we got?
Just kind of continuing on with,
Right.
you know, the benefits of having a swim spot. One is the temperature. And for me, that's probably one of the biggest.
Yeah,
And the
definitely.
fact that here, you know, in the Northeast, it looks like my towel is a hat on my head.
It looks
behind
great.
me. You know, for here in the Northeast, or where it's cold in the wintertime, you can use this all year round, and you can heat it up so that you can go in it in the wintertime. And, you know, I had a customer call me yesterday, and she was like, we need some suggestions about where to put the swim spot in our yard. We're going to be getting it soon, and no one really talked to us about where to put it. And I said, well, I can only give you my recommendation, and I mean, it ultimately depends on your desire as a homeowner and the space that you have available. But the closer that it is to your house, the better it is, because it's more likely that you're going to get in it, because it's close to your house and you can quickly get in, uncover it, and get in the warm water. So that's always my recommendation, is the closer you can have it to where you're going to get in it from your home is the best
For sure.
location
For sure.
it.
No
So,
question. And the same goes with hot tubs. If you're in a place where it snows and you have to shovel 100 feet out to get to it, you're going to be less likely to do that. All right. So, you know, our suggestion is to not necessarily put it so far away. Christina, your question about how many hours to heat it up beforehand. My suggestion is to put it at whatever temperature you like to swim at and leave it. That's the temperature. It's insulated to the nines. Don't worry about that. Put it where you like to swim, whatever that may be. I'll bet when you have the choice, it's a little warmer than you think it is right now. But you'll enjoy that. But leave it there, and then if you want to use it as a hot tub, then warm it up from your swim temp. That's the way to do it. So just to give you an idea, this facility, this is our warehouse. And what's going to happen is right now this water is 94 degrees, which is too hot for swimming in. So what we'll do tonight is we're actually going to leave one of the we're going to turn the temperature down and leave one of the flaps open, or one of the covers, you know, folded back. So just 25% open, if you will, and bleed off that heat, because it will not cool
Right.
down 1 degree by tomorrow morning if we need to train in there. So keep that in mind. They're insulated like crazy. So don't worry about that. Put it wherever you like it, and I would leave it there.
And you know, it uses energy to drop temperature and then come back up. So
Well,
it's
to come back
most
up.
efficient when you're just leaving it. It maintains that heat really efficiently. The cover is really well insulated, really seals the tub. So it just leave it where you're going to most likely use it the most.
Right. Christina, in the summer, does it cool the water? There's not a chiller in there, it just doesn't put heat on. Okay, average electric bill per month. I would say here, it's tough to say because this is inside and we keep the temperature in here, minimum is gonna be like 55 in here in this warehouse. It's not gonna get any colder than that. So, I mean, in here, it's barely even noticeable. Outside, you should, depending on your rate, what are we thinking in the Northeast? $700 bucks a year, $700 a year, twice a hot tub, maybe a little more. But that's it. It's not really a thing. People, when they get it and start using it in the wintertime, they never care. It's never big enough to care.
My favorite comment that we've gotten from people before is that they've had a pool that they were heating in the summer, and then they got a swim spa, and it cost them less to heat the swim spa all year than it did to heat their pool just
in the summer. Right? Absolutely. So. We had another question. Can you get the dual temperature? Yes, that's either the H2X Trainer 19, the H2X Challenger 19, or the Michael Phelps Momentum have the dual temperatures. Yes, so that is possible. Is it chlorine or salt water? Can you have either? This is designed to be used with chlorine, all right? And if you do the salt, we will avoid your big, beautiful warranty, and our warranty is absolutely stellar, industry leading. So I would not do the salt, definitely not worth it. And most people really realize afterwards that it's not really necessary either, okay?
It's just when all of your components are self-contained, the salt is just way too corrosive.
Yeah, like Greg said there, if you're using a little bit of chlorine each time after you get out, what we refer to as the blood sugar method.
Yep.
Super easy that way, and salt is just unnecessary. But again, make no mistake, we will void your big, beautiful warranty.
And that's just one of another benefit of a swim spa over a pool is that the swim spas are just so much easier to maintain. That people have this idea that a salt system pool is so much easier, and that is true in a pool situation. But in a swim spa, it's so easy to maintain. It's very little work compared to a pool. You're not vacuuming. You're not test stripping all the time.
Test stripping.
So it just, that is one of the benefits of...
I'm keeping that.
Okay.
That's a keeper right there.
One of the benefits, or another one of the benefits.
So you're not test stripping all the time. It's awesome. Do you say that? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Or is that the first time?
I don't know. So just another benefit of having a swim spa.
Mitch, entry to my backyard is 5 feet. What is needed for the install? A larger hole or a crane. So 5 feet, we're not going through. You can't turn them sideways. They're too heavy.
Yeah.
I have heard of some dealers being willing to turn them sideways once in a while, but it's only on tiny units, and even that is dangerous, not recommended. So probably just going to need a crane to pop it up over that opening. Okay.
Do you have any other benefits? Because that might be a good segue into...
I have lots of benefits.
Benefits.
I mean, let's talk about the year to invest in your. So we're using the bullet points for the live. So being the year to invest in your backyard. I think we all know. I'm not even remotely getting political. I'm getting real as far as we as travelers and what we do with our spare time. I think that 2021 is not going to be normal. Maybe till the tail end of it. Mm-hmm. I think everyone would probably agree with that. So in no way am I sitting here trying to get you to crack open that wallet and hoist money over to us. Unless you want to, then do it. So, like for us, for example, in the springtime, we'll be doing, and you guys will be part of it. We'll be doing the install at my house. It's going to be a Trainer 15 deep as of right now, and you'll see all that and recommendations and what we're going to do to the backyard to make it just even better. So this is the year we've seen people coming together with projects. I mean, they're not just we're seeing people just like really get into it, which is so amazing to see. We've got so many construction projects going on, and we can't wait for the pictures. Actually, that brings up a point. I'm going to pause right there. Everyone knows I squirrel, and I'll change the subject. If you have a picture of your install, post it in the comments. We want to see that. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love to see our customers happy. If anyone has any questions, concerns, you can hit us up with that and we'll help you out. But we love to see those pictures, and it gives ideas to other people.
That reminded me today, Ben and I, we stopped to get coffee at our normal coffee place where we always go, and this
Oh,
man,
yeah.
and it's hard, with the masks, it's hard,
Yeah.
you can't recognize people, and this man is staring at Ben, and Ben doesn't usually like that, and he's trying to figure out how Ben was trying to figure out how he knew the guy,
like,
and
yeah.
finally he said, "We have a swim spa in our yard," and he was telling us,
and we
totally
knew
remember.
once he took his mask off,
Yeah.
we knew who he was. But it was, I mean, I know I don't know anybody money, but he's staring at me, and I'm like,
And speaking of that, these people have a really cool install.
Hey, Susan, are you still watching? Are you paying attention? Maybe it's just on and you weren't looking, but now we're saying, Susan, pay attention. So their install is a Trainer 15 deep. It's got deck around it in a vault, stones,
Yeah.
big fireplace built. We'll be going up there. They already gave us the go ahead. So
we set that little inkling in his ear that we might be doing.
we're going to be by there for a live video, and the install is really, really cool. And that's this year. If as soon as we can kind of get back to normal, we really want to focus on showing you guys some amazing installs, and as often as we can get there, it's so wonderful to see. Everybody loves to see it on here, the pictures. And it's one thing, and we've had this comment before, it's one thing for the videos, the stock manufacturer videos, and every manufacturer of everything has their little boring video, it's like that. But our videos, the comments that we always get are there's meat on this bone, and that's what they want to see. So if we can get out there to these installs and actually show people, it's awesome. That's what we're aiming to do as much as we can this year. Things are still, travel-wise, still not normal yet, and like I said, I think there's going to be a little bit of time. But picture this: you put the swim spa outside, whether you do a whole kitchen or whether you just do a grill. You don't need to do a whole kitchen, but the grill is a must-have outside. I think most people probably have that already anyway, and maybe a little bar.
Hey.
If you're into that sort of thing, maybe a little cocktail bar like that would be a nice touch, and then a fire pit. So just remember, don't put the fire pit too close. Right. Otherwise, no melty. That's not fun. Okay. So, as far as that, just making home more fun. I mean, we have now that it's funny. It's the dead of winter in the Northeast, but we're already getting people.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So people are getting ready for spring. Spring is right there already.
It's been really interesting. I feel like the past couple of months especially, that we've gotten a lot of inquiries of customers who are doing like their whole backyard.
Right.
And this is all part of a big project. And we've had a lot of contractors contact us because they're holding the money, like they're the ones who are actually paying for it, because the swim spa is actually part of a greater project of making homeowners' backyards just a place that they really want to be, and they're making it better, and they're coming up with some really neat ideas of installs. And so we're excited to see some of these come to fruition for us, as
Absolutely. And as well as mine.
Yeah.
It'll
be really neat.
As well as mine, and we're building it in.
And we've got some friends who are going to be getting their installs this spring as well. So
I think Anthony's is coming soon.
Yeah, and so we really think that we're going to have the potential to be on site a little bit more this year, and we're excited about that as well.
Sure.
So
For sure.
we'll be able to. So this year definitely is a great year to invest in your backyard, invest in a swim spa in that project, and we'd love to see some of those install pictures, so send them on in.
Absolutely. And lastly on that, take my backyard or my deck. It's never been a finished project. It's never stopped evolving.
Right, yeah.
So don't think that you have to do this gigantic job just to do this. Get started. So I have to alter everything that we've done to fit the swim spa in, as you guys will see, and there's no reason to just get going. But I spoke with a lovely woman this morning who said, you know what, I'm afraid to order because I ordered furniture and it was pushed back. It was they call me every 2 weeks and push it back another 4 weeks, which Master is not doing. So she was a little gun shy, which I don't blame her. I understand. And then she was more concerned with getting something now, because she just needs to get her kids, all the sports are canceled, everything is canceled, and she's doesn't know what to do with herself. So it's amazing. Actually, that's kind of a segue into the navigate, purchasing a swim spa. So, Master Spa is a dealer-based company. We have 280, 300, 300. I mean, I think it's 300 dealers internationally. It's massive dealer network. Tend to be larger territories, in the Northeast, larger territories, big dealers, very experienced. When people speak with us about installing a swim spa, other manufacturers, they're not as big as we are, and they don't have as much experience. And the small dealerships, maybe installed 3 or 4, maybe 10 last year, whereas some of our larger dealers, did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds in one single year, and have always done, a couple hundred, each year. So it's just a different level of expertise. So anytime if you see an expo from a dealer that's putting that on, or you go into the dealership, whichever it is fantastic. You're going to get great service no matter what. I would advise you. My run is definitely.
I know.
Yeah. So excuse me. I ran really hard today on the treadmills right over there. So what you're going to see, typically, what we've seen in the last year is anything that's in stock. Which is challenging to get something in stock. They're typically not going to discount those.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to put that as properly as possible. Typically, something that's in stock that you could have in a week, they're not going to be a whole lot of interest in being discounted. But that being said, our lead times are absolutely the lowest in the industry, especially on the swim spa front. Remember, every part of these are made in the U.S. So, you've got, what is it? What I logged in today was 126.
29 days.
No, it was 126.
126.
So 126 days. So call that 4.5 months. That doesn't include freight time. That's not the day they're coming into your driveway. That's an estimation on how many days it's going to take till that product is finished. So that's really not that far.
It's
you know
very
what I mean?
much improved.
We were at 8 months, 9 months, and now we're down at 4.5. That's a miracle. All right. So don't think that if you say, hey, you know what, I'm impatient, I want something right now, I'll get it. There's a couple around there poking around. They're starting to be back in stock a little bit. And if you need to order it. We're not that far away. And we're not going to call you in 2 weeks and say, it's going to be 4 more weeks. We're not doing that. So whichever way, go to a dealer, call them, email them. You see an expo pop up, and it's us, come on in. And again, American Muscle.
Yeah.
So, here, I'm going to go swim around. You talk.
I'll show you swimming, but
Why?
I'll still talk. Because you had to watch me swim.
Well, I didn't shut up that whole time, so it's your turn.
I'll still talk. So just one of the other things, that we wanted to talk about was briefly, and we kind of mentioned it, was the backyard makeover ideas. And we kind of talked about it before, but it's really neat to get that swim spa in and then kind of build around it. That's usually where people are most happy, I think, because once it's in place, you can kind of get an idea of what you can put around it and put some decking in and other backyard necessities. Rosemary, do you have a schedule for the expos? We don't. Every dealer will have a different schedule, and we don't usually know where we are going to be, sometimes not until the week of an expo. Just keep an eye out on Facebook, on your TV. There's always, television ads, Facebook ads, Google ads. So depending on where you are, just keep an eye out for that.
Is it pointing at me?
Yes.
I would like to comment.
Go right ahead.
So what's interesting, when people look at the expos and then they come in, and at any given expo, you could have, how many hot tubs? 50? 50 hot tubs and 5 swim spas on the floor. It's a lot. It's huge. But there's always a guy that walks in and says, that's it? That's all you got? And I'm gonna use the dumb guy voice that I use. That's my dumb guy voice. That's it? That's all there is? You tell me where in your life you've seen 55 units in one room.
Right.
Ever. It never happened. That's it?
Although we had it So we did have it on at the beginning of our live, Jackie. You could, and that's as loud as it goes. So if you start at the beginning, I was swimming at the beginning and it was on. But Ben can turn the jets on again and you can see how.
I'm relaxing right now.
Just turn the jets on.
You put me out here.
Seth, that's awesome. Someone asked how they can post the videos. I think you can post them in the comments, Sylvia, or you can also maybe put it on the, like in our Facebook inbox and we can post them there. Yes, so Rosemary, that's the other thing about the expos is that a lot of people know that there are, when you go to an expo, there are hot tubs and swim spas in stock. And if you're looking for one immediately, then you really do want to try to get there early in the weekend because they will sell out usually before Sunday. So this is on full blast. Oh, okay, not quite on full blast. It's pushing me around in the back. Sorry. I was moving the camera a bunch because I was getting moved around by the water. So yes, if you see an ad for an expo and you want a hot tub or swim spa right away, do not wait until Sunday because they will be gone. And that just means that that means that one, the salespeople who are working there are doing their job. And two, that people really want something immediately, and most of the time at the expos, delivery of the ones that are there on the floor is pretty quick. So that's just another, just if you're thinking about going to one of these events, just make sure if you're wanting something immediately and you don't want to wait, 4 or 5 or 6 months, that you get there, on Friday or early Saturday morning. So, anything else you want to, okay.
It's funny when we're in here and we're floating around and stuff. So I'm all the way in the back corner, and it really doesn't do it justice how far away you are from me.
I know, yeah.
This thing is big.
It
and
is big.
Julie, what's up?
One of these times, we're really gonna have to get those floats.
Yeah.
Like the mesh, and
Yeah.
just float around.
So that you can see the size. It's
People
huge.
also don't realize that. I mean, yes, we do use this for exercising. I swim in here pretty regularly, several times a week.
Yep.
You can run against the current in here. You've got the whole exercise kit that we use also regularly. But if you've got this in your backyard and it's a warm summer day and
Oh my God, yeah.
get one. I really like those floats that have like the mesh butt spot with like the drink holder in it.
You know what?
It gives you a little bit more room so that you can get a couple in here and just kind of float around.
If you were nice, you would get a couple of those for your pal Ben.
Sure.
Up. if you were nice.
That will be your swim spa.
Home morning gift. My brother just popped on and he was here for the first time.
Yeah.
So Scott commented, "It's huge." So actually, this will be funny. I'll turn this around. Donna, how are Mary's parents doing? We'll give you a mom and dad update in a second. So my brother had never seen the swim spa in person. He's seen a gazillion of our videos. This is not good. It's not going away. It's not COVID.
I was just gonna say COVID.
Yeah, I ran like super fast paced today, and I went to the deepest recesses of my lung capacity. So, what's the best way to contact you for support with dealer order issue? I've asked my question here regarding. You got to send a message in to customer service, Seth, and then they can take a look at that and help you out. Send a message in, and we'll take a look at it too, because I probably know who your dealer is. So definitely send it in. So anyway, so my brother was there. He was like, "Oh my God, it's massive." So the videos don't even close to do it justice. I've had so many people say, "Oh, it's only 15. That's not that big. Is that going to be big enough to really relax?" And that ladder looks terrible back there. It's really sorry, Susan. It's bugging me too if it's bugging you. So but it is big enough to really chill out in. It really absolutely is. My brother said you have to see it in person to appreciate it.
Yeah.
It is. It's massive. I mean, and this is not the biggest one. And when I'm in this corner, it really doesn't do it justice how far away. Yeah. It almost looks, looking through the camera, it looks like if you stuck your foot out and I stuck mine out, that we'd be close.
We're nowhere near each other.
Yeah. If we both stuck our feet out as far as we could, there'd still be 5 feet in between the toes. So it's pretty awesome for sure. I think we might have had a couple other questions. I'm looking at you there, so don't do anything funny with your face. Let's see what we got here. My fingers are all wet. I think we're okay. Okay, so you want to look for?
Sure.
I'm scrolling, looking for questions that we may have missed. Oh, Sean, what's up, man? Is the extra height worth it? I'm guessing you're talking about the deep version versus the not deep. Yeah,
In the same
is.
size, like in the 15 deep versus the 15 regular, for the price difference, it definitely is worth it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You want to give the update on Mom and Dad?
Sure. My mom and dad are great. Right now, I am a little bit jealous because they go to Florida for a little bit in the winter. And I will tell you that
it's the whole winter.
Yeah.
It's 3 months.
They are disappointed that they don't get to use the swim spa, so they do many of their water exercises in the pool there where they are. So because they have appreciated the benefit of doing the exercise in the water and they realize the benefits of it for them, they do as much as they can in the water down there.
Yep.
So no, they're great.
And they're doing well.
Yes.
Are we allowed to say they got their vaccine?
They did get their first serving of the vaccine.
Serving.
And they have their appointment for their next
That's awesome.
dose. So,
Which they're doing great.
Yeah.
So what else do we got on here? I don't know, why is that yes there in the middle of the screen? I hate it.
I think if you scroll up, it'll go away. I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Challenger 15D is Master Pure. Oh, wait a second. I saw that question come up about Master Pure.
What are all those emojis?
It's Julie.
Oh, hi, Julie.
It's Julie.
I
Of
should
course,
have
it's
known.
Julie.
Emoji
You know
queen.
she's hysterical right now. Yeah, she is. She is the emoji queen. You know what? We have this family member now, Julie, who she sends riddles in emojis, and I can't even remotely decipher them. So I'll keep trying. I'm not gonna try, Julie. You know I'm not gonna. All right.
But we still love
is
it.
Master Pure. Oh, she knows lover. I have some lover spot. They were
I'm
all
trying
sold.
to read it. I don't even know why I'm bothering squinting.
Well, we're not kids anymore. This is all starting. They were all sold by the time we got there. Yes, get there. Get there. On
I got all of the ones before that.
Did you?
I think so.
So there was a question about the Master Pure. Do I think it's absolutely necessary? So here's the thing on the Master Pure. The benefit of the Master Pure how do I properly say this? Well, just forge ahead because I've never stopped now. So the Master Pure, it's not the UV light that I'm so thrilled about with the Master Pure. It's the 24-hour circulation pump.
So maybe we should just quickly explain. So
what it is.
Yeah. So the normal filtration system is the EcoPure mineral filter with an ozonator, and you can adjust your filtration cycles on the control panel to come on for as long as short as you would like. The default, I believe, is 4 hours a day.
I think so, yeah.
We have ours set to, I think, almost 24 hours a day.
No, not anymore.
Oh, no, okay.
No, I just did that once.
Okay, so maybe we have it like 6, 7 hours, 7, 8.
I think we're at like 8
hours a day.
Yeah, 8
but
hours a day.
we adjusted that on our control panel.
Right.
You can adjust the filtration cycle to come on for as long as you want. Go ahead with what the Master Pure
So
is.
the Master Pure it's a UV light box.
Which is a second.
It's secondary. It's on top of
ozonator.
everything else. And then you also have a 24-hour circulation pump. So basically the main difference, is the UV light box, which we know it works, no question about it. It's just not I never had it before in my life with hot tubs, and it's not something that I'm absolutely insane and must have. The 24-hour circ pump though, I do like. I'm a fan of that. So I would get it for that reason, because the UV light, you get both. So on an inside installation, so let me give you an example. Ours is installed inside, and as you know, they're very, very efficient. So inside, what happens is if we turn our filtration all the way up to 24 hours, which would be standard filtration on the Master Pure, we're going to get some heat bleed from the main pump on low setting, and it could warm that water up, and absolutely will warm that water up on an inside setting. Outside, it's less critical. So I would advise this. If it was going inside, I really do recommend it as something that really must be had for that reason. We don't have it on ours. Yeah. Although we're not running 24-hour filtration, it's not really a concern, but we're really good with the water. Not everyone is in the beginning. So on an inside, and I think I would like it on the inside. Outside, I'm less concerned with it, so I'm sort of indifferent. The standard filtration system works fantastic outside. It's been around forever and ever, and it works great. And the Master Pure adds another component. The UV light situation is the same essentially that they're doing on wells on homes for cleaning that water, and it works well. No question about it. It's just not. I'm good with the water. I'm good with chlorine. You don't smell chlorine in either my hot tub or my swim spa, so I'm not super concerned with it. Although I would say also if you have an extreme chlorine allergy and you were afraid of the way we do it normally, which is really not a problem even if you do, there might be something that you're interested in, but that's about it. Okay, so is it mandatory? No.
And I usually
is it awesome? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I usually tell people you still need to take care of your swim spa.
Yeah, it doesn't change the process.
Right. You're still going to put a little bit of chlorine in at the end of the day that you use the swim spa. In terms of maintenance-wise, it really doesn't change.
It doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change how often you're cleaning your filters.
Right.
It doesn't change how often you're adding a little bit of chlorine. Could change the amount of chlorine that you require because the water will be more filtered. It never stops moving, so it could change the amount of chlorine. As far as the electric bill goes, probably a wash.
Yeah.
Probably a wash from the smaller circ pump running 24 versus a larger pump running less hours. Probably a wash.
Yeah.
They're efficient anyway. We've never had anyone, now we're in thousands of people that we've, dealt with, and everybody loves it. So pretty easy. So this one does not have it. So obviously we don't feel that it's completely necessary, or otherwise it would be here. What else do we have? Just something new coming in. Questions. Fire away. What do we miss?
Yep. We're nearing the end here.
Yep. Okay. Does the circulation pump come with the Master Pure system? Seth, yes it does. Stuart, in my humble opinion, yes it is. It dramatically reduces the amount of chlorine needed to keep the water clean. Sure. Good. I don't disagree. Sent some pics. Love our Therapool 13. Awesome, Sylvia. Thank you. I can't wait to see them. Rachel wants you to swim. We're going to scroll back down here. Rachel, how good of a workout can you get? Is it like swimming in a lap pool?
I actually think that
it's harder.
If you turn this all the way up, it's harder than swimming in a lap pool.
Absolutely, no question about it. And there's no,
wall.
There's no wall to turn around. There's no heart rate drop. And it's a little more difficult to swim in a swim spa because it requires a more significant core engagement. 40 minutes swimming continuously in a pool is not the same as swimming 40 minutes continually in a swim spa. You will have burned more calories in the swim spa. Does the Twilight Series 8.2 have a circ pump? That is an option on the 8.2, and it can have it, doesn't have to have it. Same applies. The same programmable filter cycles on the 8.2 as all the swim spas.
The only difference with the swim spas, when you get the circulating pump, you have to get the Master Pure, the UV.
Point. Right.
In the hot tubs, you can just get the circulation pump. You don't need to get the Master Pure.
True.
Yeah.
That's why she's a smarty pants. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
What do we
So just in 2 weeks, we'll be back, and that will be Wednesday, February 3rd. And we will be back. We're not sure of our topic quite yet, so if you have any ideas or anything that you're interested in hearing about, please shoot us a message. If you posted a question and we didn't get to it, we will go back and get to it after. I can't see it, but yes, go ahead.
Kevin, I have an MP LSX 900 and about to do my first drain and refill. Any tips I need to know? Super easy, man. All you're going to do is flip the breaker off, which you should do, and then use a sump pump. Okay, you can use the drain in there. Just get a sump pump. It's the best
Much
50 bucks
faster.
you've ever spent in your life.
Yeah.
Drain it out into the grass. It's not going to hurt the grass. Put it wherever you want to. It doesn't matter. You don't really need to scrub it out. I'm doubting if there's any reason you need to scrub your hot tub out and then refill it. Simple as that, man. Nothing to it. Then trip the breaker back on. So pretty simple. Put the hose, put it in the filter hole. It'll decrease the possibility of an airlock. That's it.
Awesome.
So beautiful. Thanks, Sean. What else?
I think
We
that's
good?
it. Yeah. So we'll see you in a
2
couple
weeks.
of weeks. If you can, please go over to our Master Spa's Instagram page at
Give
Master
us a
Spas.
like.
Give us a like.
I feel like we forgot something.
I don't think so. I don't think we did.
I'm sure someone will remind us if we did. Do you rent a sump pump?
No.
Just buy it. Yeah, buy a little. You don't need a big one. Get a little sump pump. Of course, she's got an 18-footer, so maybe a little bit larger one for you. Okay, Donna? I have a little one that we use here for this, and it takes a little while. I wouldn't mind a bigger one. Okay.
All right.
We're good?
Yep. We'll see everybody February 3rd in a couple weeks.
Be good?
Have a good night.
Be good? You stay healthy? Bye.
Bye.